Okay, so I think let's start adding some materials, some more materials to this thing. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is going to add a material to our back plate, which is our backdrop. Yeah. Okay. So I will do this. Let's split. I think let's split this. Mm, yeah, let's split this. So we come there and then right click and then split vertically, split it like so. And okay, we want one part to be our render view mode, so we just going to select everything. So before I show you what I want to do with the materials. Okay, so this is what you can do right now. The render is rendering everything, so we don't want it to render everything. It's going to increase our render times. Okay, so we just want our our render engine to focus on this part. Okay, so we can come to our camera and then come to our camera properties over here with this camera icon. Click on it, make sure that your camera is selected there, click on it, then come to your viewport. Okay, and bring this down, this one, pass part out. Okay, so you bring it down. Okay, if you bring it down, it's just going to put everything into focus. But if you take it down, so this is the only thing that your camera is going to be focusing, and this is what is going to be rendered on. So just leave it on like that. Okay, so let's bring it like so on this side, and let us change our camera. Let's unlock our camera from here, from this menu, hitting N on the keyboard, and then let's bring our camera like so. Think I'll hold control so that I can frame it nicely, and like so. That should be okay. Then let me lock it again. Okay, hitting N on the keyboard, locked, and just locked like so. Let me bring this like so. Yeah, so I think let me move my screencast keys to this part of the layout, and let me turn off these. Okay, you can turn them off using these buttons here. You can turn them off. You can also turn these lines and everything using this pattern. Okay, you can just turn them off, and then I will scroll this and bring it to like so. And then I was saying I want to move my screencast keys, so I'll move my screencast keys. I'll bring them to I want to use them here. What can I do? Or let me just disable them. I'll disable them from this layout, and let me come to this layout and enable them from here. We see, okay, so they're now working from this layout. So I will push them a little bit, something like so. Just want you to be seeing what I will be doing. Then I want also to bring up my okay, for now that is okay. Okay, so I will select, so let's turn this to perspective mode so that we can see everything from here. So I will select my backplate, which is this one, and then I will come to my material properties down here, material properties, click on, then I'll add a new material to this backplate, and I will call it backplate. I'll call it backdrop, not backplate. Okay, it's the same thing. Backdrop, backplate, it's the same thing. And then we can change the color of this backplate. So I wanted it to be something like dark for me. Yeah, I wanted it to be something like dark, but we can get to make some adjustments to it. Okay, So by default, there is what we call roughness. Okay, so roughness helps. In the easiest is it creates, it controls how shiny or how matte the object is. Okay, so if you make it shiny, it will look super shiny, as you can see on the render view mode there. Okay, so if I can turn it to like something like so, let's put it like on 0.4, and then we're going to have something like that. It's okay. Okay, so let's add another material to the lead and the lead holder. Should be, yeah, these two. So these two, we're going to apply a black material to them. So just come to you, create new, and then we just call it black. Let's call it black. Call it black. Then come to your base material, then just move your slider to black, so, and then if you look at, if let me just turn this to render view mode as well, so you can see. I don't want to mess with the camera. Okay, so I bring it closer. See, it's also black. It's also black as well. So if I want to copy the attributes of this lead onto this small one. Okay, so I can just click on the small one and then click on the big one. Okay, I said click on the small one, then click on the big one, so that we can copy. Then hold, that is Control L on the keyboard, Control L, and then you can link the materials. Say link materials, and then you can copy the materials just like that. That's simple. If you want, let's just go back. If you want, you can just click on the object that you want, which is your rain. Then click on this material browser link, as you can see here. Material browser, click on it, and then just choose black, and then it will apply the material there. That is okay. All right, what other material can we add? We need to add some material to this photo, some more like transparent brownish color. So we're just going to add a new material, and then we can call it base. Let's call it base color. Base. Oh, base. Let's call it base. That's okay. Then okay, let me just change this to solid for now. Yeah, we can work with this one for now. That is okay, I think. Okay, so I'll change the color of this base. So I want it to look more like brownish like. So I'm just trying to get something that looks brownish. Okay, so we've got something that looks brown, and we want to make it more like transmissive. Okay, more like transmissive, which is see-through. So come to transparency. This transparency in some 3D applications, and in Blender we've got transmission. I think this is the new way that is being used mostly. So on your transmission shader, then just crank it up. Just crank up your transmission to like so. Crank up your transmission, then crank it up to like so. Okay, so this transmission going on. So if we want to see our transmission much better, I think this is now where our view comes to play. Okay, so I'll bring this back to our solid view mode and take this to my rendered view mode. Okay, so if we want to see our transparency much better, I think these lights all have the same power. Okay, so we are going to make adjustments to all those lights, but before we do that, what we can do is we want to see what is at the back, and right now we can see. So we can bring in a rim light at the back here. So Shift A, we're just going to add a point light. I think just add a point light, then I'll grab it from there and then I'll bring it to somewhere like so. Oh, okay, it's okay. Where's my point light? I added a point light somewhere. Yeah, I have my point light. Let me grab it. It's somewhere like so. Then I can go to my properties. I can scale the radius, can make it bigger. Then I can add some power. Let's add 200. So where is it? Oh, it's here. So I can move this on my Y, bring it at the back like so. Okay, let me increase my radius again. Let's see if it can help in any way. Okay, I think it's not completely transmissive. Let me go back to my object. Let's go back to our materials, and I think let's make it total transmissive. Okay, with 1. I think the background has got an effect. Not sure. I think the background has got an effect on this one. Okay, let me try to change the background. So this is now problem solving that we have been doing here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it looks totally black. Okay, I think I know what is wrong. So having it clicked, so let's come to our object, click on it, and what am I doing wrong here? Transmission is on. Okay, let me bring my roughness down. Like 0 because this spot is shiny. Yeah, I think that should do. And what else? Metallic, shiny, specularity. Let's bring our specular to like at least let's leave our specular to like 0.5. That is okay. Let's see. Why is it causing transmission? Supposed to go through. The light is supposed to go through. So let's change our material. Let's see if I make it light. Okay, so that's our problem there. It was too dark. Okay, so if we make it light, you see what's happening there. We've got this transparency going on. So I wanted it to be brownish again, because this is how the photo actually looks like. Okay, brownish, and then the juice is also like transparent. So I don't think I'll create the juice for this one, but it's a simple process. It's a simple process. So right now I'm not going to make any juice. So I'll just make this something like dark orangish like color, something like that, and then I can bring it down just in case, okay, just in case you want to create a liquid. All you need to do is click on this object, then duplicate this object. Okay, duplicate this object that you have created, and then make some edits to this object. So you need to go into your vertex mode, and then you get to delete some vertices. Yeah, delete some vertices like that. Then you scale it in a little bit, you make some adjustments so that it can fit this bottle. Then you close the top part here. I deleted some things that I never need to delete. Undo, and just want to demonstrate to you in case you ever have such an issue. Yeah, so you delete that part, then you cover you feel the face. Okay, let me go to my face mode, edge mode, edge mode. Then you fill it up with the face, and you scale it. Okay, you scale it, and then you go back to your object mode and you bring it back into position, into actually this is not the right way to do it. What you can just do is this: you just click on it, Shift D to duplicate, then escape. Okay, then you isolate it with the slash on the numpad, slash, and then you have your model here. Okay, when you have your model, then you can do your edits from there. You can go in there and delete this part, delete that part, you can delete the vertices there, clean up everything, scale it, and then you give it a liquid material, and then you hit slash on the keyboard, and then it will just be within there. Okay, so for me, I don't need to do that because the liquid is not going to be showing, so there's no need for me to do that. So all I need to do is just play around with this bottle over here. Okay, so I'm just going to play around with this. So I'm just going to change my color. Let me make it a little bit dark, something like that. Yeah, I think something like that should be okay. Then for the label as well, let me click on the label. For the label, we can go down to my roughness. I think it's too rough, so if I bring down the label, you see the roughness only it controls how shiny the material is going to be. And yeah, so just going to make it like that, like so, something like that. Already you can see that we're getting there. Okay, ready. So if you want to create some dramatic lights, okay, and to create some dramatic light looks, just come to this light, like this light, go into the light properties down here, and then change the color. So I just take it to like blue. Okay, if it's like blue, like blue, and then go to this other one, and then if you want to change it to like red, you can just change it to like red or orange, or okay, let me just say red or pink. Let me just take it to red. Red was just okay. Then also to this point light, you can just change this to like orange or something. Yeah, it's all up to you. You've got the creative freedom to do these things. Okay, I think that is pretty much okay for now. I think let me just try to bring this down here. This light, top light, I'll bring it down to like so, and then I'll just reduce the power. I'll reduce the power of this light over here. I'll reduce it to like half of it, still reflecting. I think let's also change this one to half. Also that one, let's change it to like half. I think it's now getting dark. I think let me undo those changes. Yeah, I think we have got something decent there going on. I think let me just change this color of the ring light at the back to white. White was just okay. I think white was just okay. White. So the rim light at the back, it's giving the object depth, showing that the object has got depth at the back. This is what the rim light is doing. At the same time, it is also emitting light from the back so that we can be able to see through there. Okay, that is what the rim light is doing. So you can check out on Google, just say studio light setup. Okay, and you're going to have a number of number of images. You see, just going to have a number of images that you can learn from. You can learn from and see how they put the lights in a studio so that you can have a decent shot. And yeah, let's go back to Blender. Yeah, let's change this color to orangish. That was orangish color. Just do orangey. Yeah, it's something like that. Then you can turn off the red from this one. This is this one right here. So it's too much red. You can change this. So you can just do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do and see how best you can fit. So right now these are not my final results that I want. Okay, so I will make some adjustments in my next video.